disappointed with my team tonight, as I was last night. Some guys showed up and played hard. I thought our captain, Joe Pereira, gave us a hell of a night. I thought that most of our freshmen played extremely well up front. The forwards did. But in general, we were outclassed by a team that's playing at the top of their game, and we were so back on our heels at times. Last night we were back on our heels the whole night. Tonight we were back on our heels at different times during the course of the game. Like we were, oh boy, we're afraid of them. We were cringing, and 3 or 4 of our real key guys, really important guys, were the best examples of that. Just wilting out there, making bad decisions with pucks, just getting rid of pucks, not being physical, not wanting to get touched. We made some real bad decisions with the puck. And the reason why that happens is that they put so much pressure on you. They get so much team speed. They go after you pretty hard. If you don't move the puck sharply, they can really make a mess out of it. And they made a mess out of it tonight at different times. I thought the first half of the first period we played very well. They got going a little bit. They scored at the 11-minute mark, I guess. And then they owned the second half of the first period. That's when we really wilted the most, I thought, and that carried on into the second period. Once again we showed a little resilience, a little willingness to compete a little bit in the third period, and we got some real good chances in the third period. I thought the only time Muse really had to play well this weekend was in the third period. He made some nice saves, and the killer goals were the two shot-handed goals. Just real bad decisions by us to give them too pathetic. I mean, nice plays by them, but you can't let guys. We gave up 2 bad shot-handed goals on decision making. So, as I say, you saw one team playing at the top of their game. I saw them doing that to Vermont here last week. I knew they were getting back to where they're supposed to be, and we're a team that is. We were a team that's lost our confidence. A team that was playing very, very confident about a week ago. All of a sudden, and I think one of the reasons is BC does that to you. You got to give them an awful lot of credit for how hard they play all the time. But we had too few guys like Joe Pereira give us everything they got. Too few guys.
Jack, are there specific things that you see them doing better now? You mentioned that they're kind of at the top of their game. Are there things you've seen this weekend?
Well, they're just playing with speed and with confidence. I mean, they're really skating and they're really moving the puck. They are confident in every phase of the game, killing penalties on the power play. So I thought we did obviously a much better job killing penalties tonight, and we did a good job. On our power plays, we should have given them back, because not only were we not getting anything, although we got some good opportunities at times. They got the 2 shot ins, and that was the real backbreaker both times.
Jack, you had warned when you were #1 in the country that you weren't a #1 team, and to be #2, and now to kind of get a lesson over the weekend. Do you think your kids will?
Yeah, I think we are a team in trying to develop into a real good hockey team, and we had some good wins and some good games, and we've competed up until this weekend. We've competed every game all the time, and a lot of our important players are playing very, very well. Now all of a sudden, some of our key guys have just disappeared. Disappeared this weekend, absolutely disappeared this weekend, and a lot of it has to do with the pressure the other team puts on us. But we're a team in trying to get to the point where we deserve some of these high rankings. I don't think our guys got full of themselves. I don't think our guys thought, oh, we're all set now. We're a real good team. I think they knew that a lot of that had to do with the fact that we won some games, and made some nice plays, and we were getting fabulous goaltending. One of the reasons why we were at the top of our game was the mistakes we made weren't showing up in the net. And we were getting fabulous goaltending, and we struggled in the goal this weekend.
Coach, you mentioned this week that sometimes a team that loses a series can get into a rut and get down themselves for a while. Quick turnaround Wednesday. How do you make sure that doesn't happen?
I think we've got to get the captains together and make sure that they step up and play better. we've got to, obviously Joey played great tonight, but we've got to make sure that the guys that had the tough nights don't mope about it and come back and play better. And we got to put this behind us and get ready for another league game.
Coach, could you talk about the decision to leave Milan in tonight for the entire game after pulling him after 3 goals last night?
I thought he played pretty well tonight. Many times he made some big saves. He certainly would like to have a couple back, but I don't think they got a couple of pretty easy looks at him. He wasn't our problem tonight. We were giving him chances and giving him chances and giving him chances. He bailed us out pretty good.
Do you think the Coyle and Trevino switch might be something that sticks?
Well, I think we've established that, tonight maybe that we've got a first line in that Nieto, Coyle, and Chiasson line. I like the way they played. I was very disappointed with. The reason why I made that switch was I was really very disappointed in Corey, and then he came back and played okay. Once I made the switch, he played much better. So we'll see what happens there. But he's an important guy to us, and he hasn't stepped up.
Anything else?
In terms of bright spots, Chiasson, 5 shots tonight, another point. He's had a point in almost every game this year. What's he doing that allows him to be this consistent?
Well, he's playing hard. If I had to pick out guy, we probably had 5 or 6 guys that played real hard all the time, and some of them have a lot of skill. So when you combine a guy that plays hard with some skill like he does, that's a good thing for us. Joey Pereira gives you everything he's got. Charlie Coyle gives you everything he's got. I think that Sahir Gill gives you everything he's got. I think lately Matt Nieto is playing extremely well. He could have 2 or 3 others tonight too. He had a couple of other great chances. So that line played well. In general, we got enough to build on. We got enough to be a good team, but we're a long way from being that team. That's for sure.
Thanks, Jim.